gamers and content creators alike, here is how you turn a DSLR like this one into a full-time webcam. Now, first off, this is everything you're going to need to make this happen. You're going to need, obviously, the camera you intend on using, along with the wide angle or standard lens attached to it. In this demonstration, I am going to be using my Nikon D3100, one of my older cameras. And I want to make an important note that not every camera will work with this method, particularly older ones like this one. I am still able to capture the video from this camera perfectly fine, but there are a couple things that still will not allow me to use this as a full-time webcam. And the first thing is that there is a red autofocus box in the video preview, and it won't go away even if I set it to a manual focus mode. That's just the thing with this older camera here. This box will not go away, so OBS will always pick up this box as well. The second thing is going to be the live view screen timer. After a certain period of time in this live view option mode, it's just going to revert back to the viewfinder, and the longest I can set this to on this camera in order to prevent that is going to be 5 minutes, whereas in newer models you can set this to longer times, if not indefinitely. So this is definitely going to cause this is going to be tedious trying to switch back and forth in that live view mode on this camera. So before you guys invest in this, do a little research on your camera to make sure that it offers options pertaining to your live view screen time limit and how much information you can kind of disable on your screen. Next on that list is going to be a tripod, so you can have somewhere for your camera to sit and remain stable. Next, you are going to need a video capture card so you can transfer that live feed from your camera to OBS, which is going to be the software I'm using to display this feed. The most common capture card I see most people go with is going to be the Elgato Cam 4-link. But yeah, I just bought a significantly cheaper option because I felt like this would be more than adequate for my personal needs at this time. Remember, you can always upgrade later. This video capture card features a HDMI input on one end where you just stick a HDMI in right into that slot, and then it features a USB output. So you'll just stick this into a port on the back of your PC. And lastly, you're going to need either a mini HDMI to HDMI cable, or because I was lazy and did this, I did a mini HDMI to HDMI adapter. So you will need to get an HDMI cable to go with this. So either the mini HDMI to HDMI cable, one cable, or you can do this adapter like I've done, mini HDMI to HDMI adapter, but you will need to get a HDMI cable to go with this adapter here. And this is just so we can connect the camera to the video capture card. All right, when you have everything you need, it's time to start hooking everything up where it needs to go. And we're gonna start with this cable here. So this mini HDMI port is gonna go straight up in here. It's gonna go straight into the camera. We got this adapter in. So I got the adapter in. Yeah, y'all can see it right there. Then we're gonna put one end of the HDMI cable into this adapter in here, right? With the other end, here's what we're gonna do. This is a long cable. Let me unwind it a little bit. All right, got the other end of that adapter cable. We're gonna stick this one into the input side of the, am I tripping? Yeah, tripping. Let's stick that into the input side of the video capture card. And from here, we're just gonna put this into a 3.0 USB port in the back of your PC. If you're not sure whether you have 3.0 ports available or not, just look on the back end on your PC for the labeling to indicate what types you do have. Mine features a couple of 3.2 USB ports, so either of those will work just fine. When everything is hooked up and ready to go, we're good to head on over back to the PC to take care of the rest. All right, y'all, go ahead and open up OBS so we can set up the camera to be captured. When you open up OBS, go to the scene you have set up for recording content, go to the sources tab and right click in the box to add a video capture device. Name it to the camera you are using and choose from the drop menu the option that says something similar to USB video. If your camera is on and everything is connected properly, you should start to see the live feed of your camera. You may need to turn on a live view or video mode in order for OBS to pick up your camera just right, and you may need to adjust some additional settings like that screen timer and that information display I was talking about earlier in order to get that minimum look you're looking for. If you have some elements that you just can't remove from your display, just use the OBS live view to crop out what you don't want to be seen when you're recording. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the video. Leave it a like if y'all found it helpful and subscribe so I can keep this train rolling. I'll see y'all soon.